Queens, welcome back to my channel. Super excited to have you guys here and have you watching. So I've been I'm going through the feels right now, and I actually just recorded a video before this that I was pretty angry, like trying to get my emotions and feelings out about some shit that's been happening with on my social media platforms. And this last video was like, it was pretty angry, and I was like, I can't post this. Like, it's just it's me getting my aggressions out and not. Anyways, it was just not. It's not how I want to present myself, because I'm actually a pretty level-headed person. But when my work and my effort gets, questioned, or my integrity is questioned, or I get told that I talk too much, or that I'm taking advantage of people, like, I definitely get very slighted, because the whole reason why I start any of my platforms, except for maybe Instagram, because Instagram's fun and it's like my business card. I post on there like pure entertainment. But when it comes to like the lash group, the lash education group that I have, or even this platform, I want to be as authentic and helpful as possible. So when that gets questioned, and the couple days I've definitely experienced that. It makes me I get imposter syndrome of like, why am I doing this? Why am I trying to put myself out there and put myself in a vulnerable position where people can like cyberly attack me? And so it kind of sparked my topic of what I kind of wanted to talk about today. And that's like social media in general, and this has been talked about a lot, but it's just something like you don't really understand it until you're like in it. And I have never had like a bad experience with social media. I did. Oh wait, no, that's not true. I've never been. What I'm trying to say is that, like, overall, generally, it's been pretty good. But I remember one time I was posting, it was after my son, and I was posting about me working out and feeling really good about myself and getting back to healthy, because I let myself gain an enormous a lot of weight while I was pregnant with my first child. And so I was working out and getting back to being healthy, and I was posting on an Instagram account to stay accountable. And I had someone, I'm going to call this person a coward, because if I ever saw this person in face-to-face, they would never say these things to me. But she DM'd me and told me how ashamed I should be of myself, because I was and how shallow I was, and how, what did she say? Selfish. That I was selfish, because I was putting my needs and focused more on what I looked like than taking care of my children. So that was like my first social media bashing, that really, like, that Instagram account is gone. Like, I deleted it. Like, it was just, that really like hit close to home. So since then, and that was it would be like 4 years ago now, because my son's 5, but maybe like 4.5. But it really, like, that really killed anything for me to do with social media. I kept with my lashing page, and I would post on there, and like and there's been no drama since. However, since I started putting myself out in a position where I'm an educator and trying to do more like free trainings and doing like offering courses and stuff like that. I've gotten some backlash about how I promote things and how I promote my business, as if I'm supposed to um I'm supposed to be giving stuff away, um like I don't even know how to describe it. Like, basically, I've gotten cyber bullied over the last couple days about what I've been doing in my business, and it's been kind of an eye opener for me, because you're gonna get that being on social media. That's just the nature of the beast. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether, like, because I'm not super popular. Like, I have a group that's got almost 4,000 people in it. But we're all part of like a lash community, which is why I don't really understand what's going on. But and so there's 4,000 people there. I have about 3,500 on my Instagram. So it's not like I have 1 million followers or 50,000 followers or on Instagram, or 1 million subscribers on YouTube or anything like that. Like, I'm not super super popular, but when you put yourself out on a public forum and on a social media platform, there's the risk of getting negative backlash. And I take it to heart, because when I do put myself out there and I do talk about things that inspire me, or I'm coming from a place of, this is information that I have, that I've worked on, and not even in my like any of the other business, just like even just doing it on YouTube when I'm talking about being an entrepreneur and taking risks and stuff like that. They're realizations that I have that I think would be beneficial for other people to hear, and it's coming from a place of like genuine wanting to help, and and knowing that somebody out there is probably going through the same thing I am. Like, I'm a human being. I'm I'm a human. I'm a mom. I am an entrepreneur. I work really hard in my business. I'm building an empire that I am wanting to be proud of. And no matter whether or not you have 50,000, 100,000, 1 million, whatever, you are going to get hate online, because there's going to be people that just don't agree with you. And I have to come to terms with that, because you can't please everybody. Everybody is just going to form an opinion. Like, there's going to be people that form an opinion about you because they don't like your hair or the way you did your makeup, or like some people like my nails or anything. Like, they're going to formulate an opinion, and no matter, it is not my job to change their opinion about how they see me. I love what RuPaul says, because and every time anytime I have an experience even remotely close to this, I have to think, like, what other people think of me is none of my business. That's their opinion, and they're entitled to it, and I just need to keep being me and be authentically, and keep believing in what I'm producing and what I'm building. And so, I mean, I remember really good example of this, and it didn't happen to me, but I follow someone on Instagram, and she's got about, like, I think it's almost 90,000 followers. She's in my city, and she's really pretty. She's she's absolutely gorgeous. First of all, she's gorgeous. She's young. She's putting herself out there in a very vulnerable way. She is a ambassador for a bunch of different clothing and apparel companies, including a lingerie line. And so when she posts on social media, that's literally that's her job, and people have I admire her, because people have, there was this one dark period where she was getting, her boyfriend was getting messages saying that she was a slut, and that she's a hussy, and that she's inappropriate or whatever, and there were all these like nasty comments on her feed that she actually went dark for a little while, and didn't really go on social media, and I mean, compared to her 100,000 followers, like, or 90,000 or however many she has. I'm no one, but I felt in that moment that I needed to reach out to her, because I don't follow her because I don't follow her because I buy the clothes that she reps, and I don't follow her because I like, looking at her gorgeous pictures every day. I follow her because she is an example of what it means to take risks as an entrepreneur, and to really put yourself out there despite fear and despite backlash. So I reached out to her, and I just sent her a DM, and as if I thought she would get it, but I just sent her a DM and I said, girl, I just want to admire you, like something along these lines. I was like, I admire you for keeping your chin up and putting yourself out there, and nobody should be able to take your light like that. And I said something like, it's only oh, I don't even remember, but basically that people were hiding behind a keyboard because she's able to accomplish something that people only wish, in a short amount of time. Like I'm pretty sure, I think it was only like 2 years ago that she only had like 1,000 followers or something, and she's built something for herself and for her life, and that's how she maintains her lifestyle. And so it's just, and you think that it would just be big popular influencers like that who would be getting all this negative backlash, but I mean, it's going to happen when you put yourself out on such a public forum. And I am here to say that you just got to keep doing you. You can't let one or two people burst your bubble because they don't like what you have to say, or how you put yourself out there, or how you're presenting yourself. You have to stay true to who you are and be organic and authentic in what you're presenting, and trust that the right people are going to be there to find you, to follow you, and to support you, because 9 times out of 10 the good is going to outweigh the bad. Like, I understand that, like, you could get 100 great positive comments, and then there'll be that one comment that just completely deflates you and makes you feel lower than low. And it's our decision and it's our job to look at the positive comments. They outweigh them like 100 to 1. So you have to, like, I'm learning this as I go, because this is, like, I mean, honestly, you're joining me for the start of my empire. And I mean, yes, when I look at everything that I've accomplished, so let's, like, talk about my lash business for a second. When I look at everything that I've accomplished in the last 6 years, I have gone from working a legal corporate job to running my own studio, to creating my own education programs, like private in-studio training and certification, to creating online businesses, or like to creating online programs and trainings, do-it-yourself stuff, a lash group that's growing every day, and putting together, like, free trainings for people, because I and packing them with what I think is amazing value, and that helps me in my lash business every day. And I have to look at all of that as, like, look at, like, in the last 6 years, that's amazing. That's crazy to me. But I'm still just starting out, and I would be remiss if I just quit because somebody didn't like what I had to say, or didn't like the way I presented, or yeah, it's just like I'm building a business. I don't really know what to say without, like, sounding like super jaded, but because I'm not, honestly, like, I'm not jaded. I'm trying to keep myself in check and keep myself understanding that this social media backlash is a real thing, and it happens to anyone, whether or not you're big or small, whether or not you've got 1 million followers or 1,000 followers. So it's like, you can't, like, I'm still learning in this journey that I need to, like, I need to have a thicker skin when it comes to social media. But I need to trust in myself, and trust in my business and what I'm putting out there, that it's authentic, and it's something that I'm putting out there to genuinely help people. Because that's ultimately what I want to do. And I'm in talks with a couple other people, another coach, with putting together another training program. And I actually talked to her yesterday when some stuff happened, and I didn't, like, because I didn't know how to deal with the situation. And she was very, very right. She said, you're building a business. It's like, it's basically, someone coming up to you and saying, how dare you offer, like, how dare you try and make money in your business? And she said, like, it's ridiculous. Like, you have to make a living too. But like, the amount of information and stuff that you routinely give away is overwhelming. And I actually had somebody tell me that I give away too much information. And I just go with the flow, and I try to be authentic, and it still doesn't work for some people. So I'm just, yeah, that's it. So basically, what I want to get you guys to get from this video, that was good English, is to keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward, keep building, keep pushing and building up in your business, and keep taking those inspired actions to take you to that next level, regardless of what anybody else says. Because honestly, I am with RuPaul about this. Like, what other people think of you is none of your fucking business, because you are you, and you do what you believe is good for your business. Nobody else has a say in what you do in your business. I mean, you can ask for advice, but it is up to you whether or not you take that advice. But nobody else can tell you how to run your business. And I don't want any of my queens or anybody watching this video to think that they can't accomplish their goals because somebody told them that they couldn't, or somebody told them, one person told them that what they were putting out was wrong, if you felt inspired to do it. So I never ever want anybody to lose heart or be discouraged about doing anything in their business or in this life, even if it's not in a business, like moving forward towards, like, I don't know, like weight loss goals or relationship goals, or whatever your goal is, and whatever your outcome that you envision is. Nobody, like, people are going to have opinions, but only you can choose whether or not to take those opinions seriously and take them to heart. If you feel like what you are doing in your life is inspired and right and pushing you towards your goals, keep doing it. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of discipline in order to get to that point. And again, I'm still learning how to push those things aside, and basically and focus on the good rather than the bad. At heart, I'm a people pleaser. I want everybody to like me. I want everybody to be so impressed by what I'm doing, or get so much value from what I'm doing. And I'm here because, I mean, this sounds kind of cocky, but I'm here because I want to change lives and change businesses and help people the best I can, given the experience that I have. Because I have a ton of see, again, I'm cutting myself short, because I have a lot of entrepreneurial experience, and all of the choices and everything that I have done has brought me to this point. So why the hell wouldn't I share what I have learned with people, and make a living doing it, and be happy in the life that I have chosen, and keep taking steps towards my goals, while being able to help beautiful people out there as well. So that's all I wanted to say is, don't be afraid of social media backlash, because it happens to everybody. Keep moving forward. If you need to call a friend just to bitch and vent, do it so you feel better, or make a YouTube video because you're feeling, angsty. Seriously, that last video that I've recorded before this was like, there's even some times when I was talking through this one, or I was like, oh, do I say that? But again, like, I mean, it's me talking, it's me going with the flow. The video before was like angry though, just because, and not at the person, because the person doesn't matter, but at, at myself for making it such a big deal, even though it shouldn't be and isn't. So anyways, all right. Well, I love everybody who is a part of my business, my life, Bougie Beauty TV. If you liked this, please hit like and subscribe, and share it on your social media. Let's I'm here to bring light and love and upliftedness. I'm just gonna make up words to this online empire that I'm creating. So I love you, and I'll see you next time.